Is it B?
You think it's letter B, but teach me.
What did you say?
Teach me what is the reason.
Oh, tension. Um, the subject is nothing, so
So subject verb agreement, that is correct.
it has to be singular, so B is the best answer. The others don't work.
That's right for subject verb agreement, correct.
Okay. Is it letter D?
We need reason.
Isn't the subject is model? That means that we have to find the verb, and the verb has to be past tense.
How did you know the subject?
Subject models
And do we delete phrases? Do you know it by sense? How did you know the subject?
because it fits to be subject.
No, or we have reasons.
That's the one that's like being affected, not executed by the master.
Let's follow the rules. Important to follow the rules because in the test we will not give a simple sentence. To know the subject, delete the phrases, delete the relative clauses, delete the non-essential. Remember, the subject is not always before the verb. After deleting these three in the whole sentence, from the beginning to the end, you are so lucky you have a conjunction in the middle. So we test you for the previous clause, the beginning to the end. Now delete the phrase in this part. Preposition phrase delete, preposition phrase delete, delete. You will find the subject. Imagine. Here Omar, it's a past participle phrase. Delete it.
Yeah.
And here phrase is delete. So we need subject for this verb. So we test you for the first clause before subordinate conjunction. So here
Mm.
you need verb. So this past participle is where covered for active and passive, as you know. That's what I need from you. This is the only way for any question. Try 11.
Mm. Okay. Letter D,
Then
because it's present tense. Do we need to continue present tense?
why present tense?
Because he says, not he said.
So you said he says, but I think all the text in present simple tense.
Yes.
The previous one and the present.
It is, but I'm trying.
And,
Yes.
and it is a language of criticism. Criticism here must be in present tenses, present simple tense. Here present continuous, of course, wrong. And here past no, past no. So it's a present simple tense, right? And it's not about parallelism. You don't think like he says and John recommends. It's So the reason very important. Right, Wolf?
Okay, number 12. Mm, letter A.
The reason.
Uh, the reason it's a fact.
It's not about fact only. So it's about fact. Let's accept it. And the whole tense in the passage is present. Here we have.
Yes, we have to continue the present.
That is right. But I need a reason for something. Why do we have semicolon before but as a revision?
Semicolon before what?
Here we have semicolon before but. So why?
Oh, explanation.
No, how? Let me tell you something. You studied last time's complete sentence. Comma.
Full stop. Because after that, it's because that's the end of a complete sentence.
No. The reason like that. Compound sentence, complete sentence. Voice, complete sentence, correct. Do you remember that? This is structure correct? Yes or no?
Hmm?
Do you remember
Yes.
that? Omar, we are here not in the final question. Talking about here.
Yes.
This is structured. Correct or wrong?
Structured, yes.
Correct. We have two exceptions. Two exceptions. We can delete the comma if the two clauses, very short clauses, it contains two words. Here we don't have it, it's very long. The second exception, we can change the comma to semicolon if the clause before has comma and already it has comma.
Comma.
Why it has comma?
Hmm.
Here we have comma for subordinated conjunction. Here we have comma because this clause is non-essential to this
Hmm.
clause, but already we have
So
comma.
you don't need it for the mean.
So you should not use second comma not to confuse the reader. So the writers, it changes the comma to semicolon if the clause before already has comma. And remember all the sentence before complex sentence,
Hmm.
but it has comma. So we must use semicolon not to confuse the reader. So when you see semicolon but, don't be confused. Again, we need to test here. So we need to test here. Why do we have comma here?
We have it here. It's a list of things.
Read the list.
Hmm.
But I like you to memorize the rules. When I told you here complete sentence, I mean any type of sentence. So the writer makes the perfect sentence complex, subordinated conjunction. The following one is complex. Look, before subordinated conjunction and then close comma, second close again. This is close this, subject, verb, and then done complements. And the second one, subject, non-essential information, and then verb, and then complements. So very important. When I say like that, I mean any sentence. This will be in the test, by the way, for punctuation. But we revise the rule. Complete sentence, semicolon, complete sentence. It can be simple, can be complex, can be compound, can be complex compound, any part of it. But most common the test to be simple, but don't trust, because the hardest question for high score for this structure, the second one complex, and the before complex. So when it comes, we have to dashes, like emphasize the information to tell you more about the details. No problem, we have two dashes already. And here we have comments for the list about this comma. That's why. Let's try the next.
Okay, number 16. Yes, green short set. Okay, or question 14, right? Or was it 13?
13.
Oh, 13. Okay. Is it letter D?
Letter D, are you sure? Letter D is correct, but I need reason. And don't tell me singular, singular, singular. This is hacks. Don't tell me being is a hack. I need reason. The reason here you need verb, because you don't have verb. Must be sentence. Sentence must have subject and verb. We don't have verb, so we need verb. This is present preposition phrase with delete. So your subject must be here. Now you have and. Don't tell me that the word and refers to plural subject. No, that's not a rule. You can have and it's a singular. But we have different subject. Different subject. And we have and, it's a plural. So we need plural. That's all. Letter B, it is phrase, present participle phrase, not verb. So rule. But this is a coincidence that being is wrong, but sometimes correct. Come on. Over here, compound subject for the verb. Be careful about the compound subject, because later, inshallah, we'll study something details about what could be subject, because the test maker will not give you anything easy. But it's a question just like from easy to hard. Come on, let's try.
Hmm. Letter A. Oh, no, miss. Hmm?
Letter A,
Yes.
we need to know why.
Hmm.
Without reason, the answer is wrong.
Without reason.
That is the trouble.
Hmm. Needs a verb. Approval verb. So we need. Hmm.
So here, remember like that. When we test you for verbs, you must find the subject. How to find the subject? Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Delete the phrases. Preposition phrase. Preposition phrase. Preposition phrase. Phrase. And stop here. Why? Because we have non-essential information. 20 comments. Delete. And then preposition phrase. Delete. What is left? The socioeconomic impact and the cost. Compound the subject. Look, impact and the cost. Both of
Hmm.
them are what? So now we have and the two subjects. Are they same? Do they, both of them, refers to one thing? No, to different things, impact and cost. So we need plural. So B and D wrong, but A and C correct. Now we are on a trap, past the present. Don't tell me the fact. Find any
Hmm.
indicators to help you. He said today, because we have only one verb. How can I make it? Maybe the language, the sense of the language or the topic, the content like socioeconomic impacts. We're talking about sociology. Sociology refers to facts. Perhaps this can help you. And sometimes we need evidence like today. But if you don't have today like an indicator of a tense, you can find content. Yeah, impact of toxo. We're talking about scientific facts related to the society and economy. So you need facts. So it must be what?
Hmm. A.
So data rate's correct. That's why. The only way, if I test your verb, find subject. Follow the rules. Delete any phrase. Delete any relative clause. Delete any non-essential like that. You can find it easily. And remember, your subject always pronoun or noun only. Adjectives delete. Adjective delete can help you to find it quickly. Why? Because not all the time the subject before the verb. Remember, sometimes we give you complements and subject and the verb at the end, and you will find it in your test. 13.
In. Is it letter B? Hmm?
ومن دير
Because the subject student is plural form, so the verb also has to be in plural form, which was have complete. So B.
so letter B correct. The subject. Do you know that we have compound prepositions in English? Compound preposition, superposition phrase, preposition phrase. Look, I delete the phrases to help. That's what I need to feel
Hmm?
confused. Come on.
In. Okay. Um, is it letter C?
Letter C, it's correct, but why?
C? Oh, because we want because the participle phrase it modifies the noun degree. So we need to choose the ones that tell us what type of degrees it's.
But the problem that we have verb here already.
Mm.
So what is that? Do we need verb or phrase? If it's a verb, you change the meaning. Degrees awarded. So degrees is person to award. No. So we don't need verb. So B and D wrong. We don't need verb. So delete the verbs.
Mm.
Imagine it. So you need present participle phrase or past participle phrase. You need phrase. But the problem A or C, both of them correct as phrases. But the meaning, degrees were awarding, are awarding, or the degrees which were awarded because we have past. So you need past participle phrase. So it's a letter C. If
C.
it's a present, it must be present. And it does not make sense, by the way, that degrees were awarding for the present participle does not make sense. Let me remind you of something. Present participle, Omar, has many functions. Number one can be noun.
Mm.
Verb plus ing can be noun, and it's called the gerund. It can be adjective, and we call it present participle phrase, and it describes noun or pronoun, of course. Present verb plus ing can be verb phrase if it's a tense, like present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. But here we don't need verb, we need a phrase, right? So present participle phrase. Feel it?
Mm.
Like simple revision. Number 17, try.
17. Letter wait. Is it letter B?
Letter B, are you sure?
B, yes.
17, it's letter B, but I need reason.
Mm.
Let's follow the rules. Follow the rules. You found the comma and you found the phrase. Look, it's called in English absolute phrase, having a past participle, or imagine it as present participle phrase. That means your sentence is completed before the comma, as we agreed. Complete sentence, comma, and then present participle phrase or any phrase. So your sentence stopped before. So we test you for this part. You need sentence. You need sentence. Now we need to check. We need verb here or phrase. Computer science, similar increases. So increases here, it's a noun. So you need here verb. Why? To make it sentence, not fragment. So you need verb. You need verb, not phrase. This is present participle phrase. Wrong.
Mm.
Look, absolute phrase, having plus past participle. Wrong. Now between B and D, go to find the subject. Is the subject to computer or science? So what show or shows similar increases today? The science of the computer. So we test you for compound noun. Compound noun, Omar, focus on the second noun. Science here singular, so you need singular, so it's letter B. It's not by sense. It's not by sense like science are showing. I don't hear it before. This is called the sense. We don't need it. Sense does not make sense in writing. It's always wrong. In reading, I can say. So now here D is wrong. That's why. Come on, my friend.
Okay, number 18. Is letter B?
Why letter B? It's letter B, but so
Yes, it's B.
where is the subject?
The subject
Mhm. Or
is industry. Healthcare service.
that is what I'm telling you about. We have a trap in subject-verb agreement that the subject looks plural, but the information that describe it, it's singular. Look, here, home health care services. Without thinking, it must be plural. But look for the meaning, the fastest growing detailed industry. Of course, I will delete the phrases, but I will find the information. So we describe the home health care service as industry. So it's a singular. So the writer wants to describe it as singular. So follow the complement. So singular. So it must be singular. But the problem, we have another singular. So which tense? He mentioned here as subordinate conjunction. Omar, I like you to focus on the question that we explain, not the following question. We need reason. Without reason, you will answer by luck, conjecture in the test. And that's a taken risk because we test you for 1 point. whatever the sentence. Feel it? Here you are looking for the subject. You found it plural, a trap. You must check. So when you find subject verb agreement, it check the meaning. Don't look for the grammar only, the content. It refers to singular, so it must be singular. Is or was, you go to the tense. You'll find the conjunction. Conjunction can help you for similar tenses. Here it's a present, so we need present. If you don't find it, look for the content. We'll explain healthcare sciences. So it must be present simple tense because it's a fact, like permanent actions. So it must be present. Then check the meaning. Is it active or passive? That's it. This question is hard, by the way. High score. Remember again and again, your test is adaptive. If you make something wrong in the first module, the second module, no high scores. That's why. Let's try the next. If you answer it correctly, go home.
Is it letter B?
Letter B. Give me a reason.
Because if we don't have is it, we can't complete the meaning, or it's not correct.
We test you for verbs. Do we have subjects?
Subject.
Let's follow the rules. Follow the rules by studying the structure. It is true that, so you have a sentence from the word that to the end. Yes or no? Yes. Now here on a map of blah blah blah, you see, is, so phrases before the sentence started. So phrases, comma, non-essential, comma, subject, verb, complement. No problem. The non-essential information can be in any placement in the sentence. I follow the rules. I found the subject and the verb. But look here, we have a clause. And I told you the clause already has subject and verb. He says to which? The date. So we need verb because it's a clause. So here we need verb. So the subject is date. So we need singular. So all of them correct. But we test you for the tense. Past, present, or what, or passive, or active, or what's it. Of course, it's not past. So wrong. So active or passive. So it's a passive, so letter B. By this way, we are confident that it's correct. And already here, this one, but don't tell me it's a parallelism, is indicated, is attributed. No, the meaning. Can I see date attributes? Yes. But how date attributes something? Date to which the date is attributed. So the date is attributed to it. That's very important. Again, Omar here, why it's not past? Because the sentence itself. So we have shift in tense. The first sentence, past. The writer can change the tense. So the tense already it's a true, so it must be present. So look, this is called consistency in tenses in the same sentence. So don't judge sentence number 2 based on 1 or 2 based on 3. If you have a conjunction can help you, but here it's not. So here we have present. So we need present. It can help you again to delete the past. If you don't know it by a subject-verb agreement, know it from the tense. So it can be past continuous. Action happen in the specific time. No. That's why. Okay, Omar, I will leave the rest for you. By the way, we'll find the notes in the after the questions to help me. You go down, I think. We'll find at the end, I guess, yes. Notes from the test maker, just like to help you. But this is like very summarized notes. But ask yourself every time why it's wrong A, why it's B, what this way. Because we need you to memorize the rules of writing forever, not only for the test.
Okay.
Half of your score was the writing rules. Why we have comma, why we have we, why it's passed like this way. To help you for everything. Okay, Captain Omar? So you must finish to the end of the file. You have 75 pages. Right. When you finish, mention a message for me. Now go to the kitchen, order chocolate, do it.
Okay, I will. Goodbye.
You did very well, Omar. Have a nice time.